Obviously.
How many are there in your
My
family?
older sister and my younger brother. Now, I kind of am like a cheating middle child because I was the youngest for 7 years. My brother's 7 years younger, and I was the youngest on my mom's whole side, so I have the grandkids on that side too. So I got like some of being the baby and being the middle child, and really then it turns out to be perfect, it turns out. That's what I always tell my brother and sister.
Yeah,
and,
I love it.
Something else we thought about. I was just talking about this the other day. It's not as great as it used to. The cereal boxes used to come with legit toys in the cereal, and so it would be a race to like the Captain Crunch
the best
or the
part.
Kaboom was my favorite, but like open it up and find the toy.
My childhood predates tablets and computers and all that, so we would fight over reading the cereal boxes at breakfast.
Yes,
oh,
we'd stack and put them in front of us,
right in front of you.
And it's like, it's so dumb.
And they had like a maze on the back or a cartoon. It was colorful. We did that, and we just traveled back from Florida and talk about some arguing and some fighting with my family.
This is my cue to
tell me to get in.
We gotta cook, kids.
Oh, it's an easy one.
Cook, kids.
Is that our Dutch oven?
It is your Dutch oven. Wow, I have an orange one, and it's boiling.
That's a nice one. It's nice and heavy too.
So what we're gonna do
is big on Dutch ovens.
Yes.
So we're gonna start by, and the water. I already boiled some potatoes, and that's why.
Can we talk about the kind of potatoes though, because I think that makes a difference.
New potatoes, smaller new potatoes. So we're gonna get those in there. You're gonna let them boil probably 10, 12 minutes till they get soft enough.
Yeah.
And I've got some here that are already soft. So, and this is a really easy recipe. My mother-in-law did this, and I went over and scarfed down like 12 of them. And I was like, what did you do to these, Joan? And she's like, I just soft-boiled them a little bit, and then rubbed them in oil, smashed them, and then we seasoned them up, and we're going to bake them in the oven. So I've got some olive oil in here now. Yeah. So just wrapping them up in a little olive oil.
Well, we talk about this all the time, too, getting kids in the kitchen. I feel like this is something they would love to have fun with.
If you do this, I let these cool off a little bit because you don't want them to burn their hands.
Right, sure.
So as you can see, I soften those.
Well, gloves is a good idea, too.
Then you can smash them, and I've got the nice olive oil on them. And this is a really simple recipe, and it's really delicious. So smashing them. This big one might be a little harder. No.
Georgia, how many times do you and I do the show, like kitchen segments? And I know for me, I'm sitting here thinking, I should do this tonight. I should put this in my list. Because you had posted something about a steak that you made the other night.
Oh, we were talking about Georgia's steaks.
Yeah, I did. Got a couple
Getting
of fillets.
ideas from here, though.
So, just being next to guys like Tim and then some of the big gourmet
chefs,
guys.
Oh, you guys have some legit chefs that come on.
Pick their brains and try stuff out.
So now we've oiled them. A little bit of salt. Obviously, Amber.
Well, of course, Hungarian paprika.
A little bit of Hungarian paprika. So
I found some sort of recipe that it's a must-have Hungarian paprika the other day. I thought of you. I'm like, see, it's like almost the main ingredient with this.
That's right. Now, a little spike. This is just like an all-purpose seasoning. My mom always used spike. So when I just recently found it again, I was all excited. So we're going to just a little spike on there. But you can really season these anyway. And I think one of the keys to making these really delicious is everything bagel seasoning.
I love that. I've been putting that on avocado toast, which I love, but I've never done it on potatoes.
Everything, man. The everything bagel goes on.
Yeah.
Pun intended.
All the seasoning that you're doing, are these Tim additions to the recipe, or did your mother-in-law
My mother-in-law did,
Okay.
she did like a garlic and Parmesan, which was delicious, and then she did the everything bagel seasoning. So I just did, these are kind of Tim / Joan here. So we'll get these in.
Tim / Joan.
Bank them about 375, 400, just for, until they get nice and golden brown. And then we'll just peel a couple of these out of here. Skins get crispy.
Yeah, and super simple.
Yep. I'm turning on the oven. And I don't think they should be too hot if anybody wants to give them a little try. I did bring, that's where I was doing my agility moves when we started live. I was getting some forks. So.
Now, do you top these with anything?
Well, I grabbed some hot sauce. You can. I like them just as is.
I know some people might like a little sour cream, maybe.
A little hot potato.
Oh, good.
But just
hot potato.
Just a simple, and that everything bagel on there really makes them nice. Really easy. Kids love this. Kind of like a French fry. Not fried, though, but crispy still.
I could see this in the morning with eggs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah. A couple of eggs over easy.
I think I'm going to steal that tomorrow morning.
And I think avocado, too, on the side.
I was just thinking a little avocado sliced on top, a poached egg, maybe a little bit runny, just run down on it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so hungry now.
Life is good.
Super simple.
That's great. Love it, Tim. Good stuff.
And in our next segment, we're going to do kind of a dessert thing. Tell us about that.
I threw my mouth full of potato.
That's right.
We're going to take some Greek yogurt, add a little peanut butter, granola and make a peanut butter and jelly parfait, basically. So a healthy dessert
good.
with strawberries should be delicious and very easy again. Great one to do with kids.
Yeah, Ezra, my man, you're joining us for that one, right? Yeah.